There we go. Hello, hello, hello. You know what's a fun fact? It's very easy to get lost with time management when you're recording a video. I had everything set up out here. I was recording a video for the channel, and then it's like I'm recording, I'm doing all my different setups, and then I walked, like, I just happened to look at my watch and it's like 1:55, and I'm like, oh shoot, I'm streaming in like 5 minutes. You got the notifications. Nice. You know what? You got to like the smash button. Who even knows what... Put a 1 in chat if you know what YouTube is doing right now. Nobody put a 1 in chat. Nobody knows what YouTube is doing. I love how, like, nobody knows what the heck is going on. You have, like, channels like, it's the end of the world. You have, like... Ow. Where'd my mic go? It's such a, like... You want a stressful career? Become a YouTuber. Please don't dance. Well, if 9 more people do what you did, I will dance. Not even YouTube knows. Probably not. It's all bots. I swear it's all bots. Like, I remember... Who remembers the original drama with the channel with monetization back in the day? So, for those that don't know, my YouTube channel is over 18 years old. This is my personal YouTube channel that I decided to, you know, I didn't plan on becoming a YouTuber. So it just kind of gradually happened. So it turned out my personal YouTube channel is now my YouTube channel. So years ago, when I monetized the channel and I started live streaming and everything, and I was like, hey, let's actually see if I can make this a side thing and then eventually a career. The channel was monetized, but nobody was seeing ads on my channel. And I reached out to YouTube. I'm like, hey, my channel is monetized. I'm in the AdSense program. I am getting revenue from channel memberships and super chats and whatnot, but I'm not seeing any AdSense revenue. What's going on here? And I reached out to YouTube this was years ago. I reached out to YouTube several times, and every time I got a word back that was basically like, everything's working fine. Sometimes ads just don't show up if your views aren't there or the system doesn't flag it, blah, 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 generic response. And for about half a year, actually, I think it was over a year, for about a year, I just kind of rolled with it. Because again, I wasn't a full-time, YouTube was just kind of hobby. At the time, the plan was, hey, let's make enough money making YouTube that I can use for playing for my Vorons. Simple as that. I just wanted to break even. That was the goal. And eventually got to the point where it's like, okay, some mic keep moving. Something's wrong here. Eventually got to the point where it's like, something's wrong here. It's been like a year and I haven't received a single penny of AdSense. And nobody has ever seen an ad on any of my videos. And so I escalated the ticket with YouTube. I pulled a Karen, I put my blonde wig on with that Karen cut, and I went, I want to see your manager, and I escalated it. And the word I got back was, oh, hey, yeah, sorry, our system's completely broken. Your account's bugged. The week that you decided to apply for the affiliate program, or the AdSense program, was literally like a week we were merging databases, and your account is flagged to be in the AdSense program, but it's not flagged to actually have ads on it. Fun fact, AdSense doesn't pay if you don't have ads. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, that sucks. I've lost out on a year of AdSense, but can you flag my account to have AdSense? And they're like, no, you have to leave the program and reapply. That was how they told me they could fix it. And I'm like, if I quit, like if I leave the AdSense program, like if I demonetize my channel and then reapply for monetization, one, it takes like a month. So for like a whole month, I won't make anything, super chats or memberships or anything like that. And two, everyone who's already a channel member gets kicked out and they have to re-channel membership. And at the time I had a couple hundred channel members. So I'm like, I'm not gonna like essentially quit my job and reapply. Why would I do that? And they're like, that's the only way to fix it. So I raised a bunch of hubbub. I bitched on social media because that's how you fix stuff in the modern age. You bitch on social media. And funnily enough, It turns out people who work at Google are nerds. Nerds like to build 3D printers. And there were people at Google who were senior engineers at YouTube who happened to be in the Voron Discord and happened to watch the channel. I don't know if you're still here. Thank you, by the way. And they just kind of like, they're like, okay, let me fix it for you. And they like went in the back end and flipped the flag or whatever and turned it on. And I was like, cool, sweet. Okay, it was fixed. But I was talking to one of them because there's actually several people who reached out to help. And they're like, yeah, it's a mess. The whole Google, YouTube, like the whole YouTube's like back end is just spaghetti code. It is a black hole of like code going back to when Google was founded or YouTube was founded in like 05. There's just so much legacy spaghetti code in there. It's like we don't touch anything. It takes like a year to add a button because everything is such a mess and everything is just so spaghetti. So I really got to get a new light. So yeah. So there's a funny story to get the stream started. How is everyone doing today? Are you going to come back on? No. What is going on with this light? I got to get a new light. Maybe it's the power supply. It could be the power supply. Let me see here. Let me see here. Let me see. What is this? 12 volt? Are you 12 volt? You're 15 volt. Why are you 15 volt? There we go. Why would you use 15 volt? What the heck uses 15 volt? Post-production code of spaghetti. It is. So what are we doing today? We are finishing up the Seaboard Trident. Today, we are enclosing the Seaboard Trident. That is kind of the plan today. I am doing, it is September, and I am doing a refresh of things. I know we had a big chat on the channel about the channel the other day, on Saturday there. A lot of good comments. I do read every comment on every YouTube video I do, or most of them at least, unless like they get drowned out. I do check my comments. A lot of good feedback. Couple people that were like, why are you bitching? All you do is bitch. And I'm like, it is what it is. You get enough of those comments, you just kind of ignore them after a while. But a lot of good feedback, a lot of good thoughts, opinions, stuff like that. So I do value your guys' feedback on stuff like this. It is really nice to see. And we started kind of implementing some of the changes and whatnot. I've started doing some stuff in the back end and whatnot. But if you watched the Twitch stream yesterday, you got a kind of little behind the scenes of stuff I'm working on. I forgot to move this camera. I gotta move this camera still. So if you didn't watch the Twitch stream yesterday, you should follow me on Twitch, Neuro3D on Twitch. More content. Empty of machines or my car has moved. I'm actively working on getting the CNC side of the shop set up. I'm moving. I've been moving stuff around and reorganizing and cleaning stuff. All Sunday and yesterday was just move shit. Let me open up this here to show you what I mean. So I am working on getting the studio set up in the basement. Andrew Rogers, $10 for the Tuesday fund. Cheers and appreciate it. So I'm working on getting the studio set up in the basement. That's the print room downstairs. We've been down there. That was where we had season 2 of the channel. But essentially, short story long, the plan is to kind of diversify the content. Obviously, we are still going to be doing a lot of 3D printing stuff, but there's also going to be the side project, which is going to be on Twitch. And the goal is basically the stuff we do on Twitch is going to be just completely random off the cuff stuff. So if you're only here for the 3D printing stuff, just stay on the YouTube. Simple as that. The Twitch will have 3D printing stuff, but it'll also have Gunpla stuff. It'll also have painting stuff. It'll also have hobby stuff, quadcopter stuff. The goal is basically I'm gonna go live and we're just gonna faff about and do random shit. So if you like Nero After Dark, when we do that stream, sub to the Twitch. It's basically another platform. Slightly different stuff, and then some stuff that we do on there will get edited into videos to be on this channel. That's kind of the goal, is to essentially have all this shit going on with YouTube is kind of like, this is why you don't become reliant on YouTube as your job, because at any moment it can go to shit. So that's one of the things, is to have a backup. But two is kind of like to try and see what else works. I have other hobbies besides just 3D printing. I know, shocking. I gotta fix this. I don't know why you would design this to screw into plastic, but it does. So now I need to have this screw into a lock nut. Nerf stuff, yep, Nerf stuff. We're gonna build the Nerf blasters on the Twitch because I'm terrified of getting my channel demonetized and taken away from me again. So we're gonna be doing the Nerf stuff on Twitch. We're gonna be building Nerf blasters, and then I'll edit those streams into videos. That's kind of the idea. It's what you should do if you're a content creator. A good thing, I think, to do, and it's something I've kind of started doing, is don't be ashamed to see what others are doing, and if it's a good idea, emulate. Obviously, put your own twist on it. Don't just copy shit one-to-one. That sucks. Don't be that guy. But if you see something that works, and it works for a reason. So there's nothing wrong with, if, you know, sometimes it's nice to kind of just sit down and look around and see what's working for other people and keep that in mind. See the new stuff Luke's teasing? If you knew, you would know that see, I can't say too much or I get in trouble. I've hinted at what Luke's teasing way in the past, but nobody caught it, I don't think. Maybe. Or am I just messing with you? Yeah, I know what Luke's teasing. I am aware. I am aware. I'm aware. I know approximate things about many things. I have approximate knowledge of many things. Okay, will that stick up too far? That might stick up too far. Nope, that won't. Okay. So this is something we're gonna have to do on the big guy too. That ain't gonna work, I don't think. Shoot, that ain't gonna work. That's too long. It's too long. 1 second. Actually. Wait, am I doing this right? I don't even know if I'm doing this right. Vitali, get to $50. Cheers and appreciate it. The goal today, if you're wondering what we're doing today on the stream, the first thing you're going to do is enter to win your spool of Polymaker Filament. So enter for your chance to win that now. And then we're going to enclose this printer and get it set up for printing ABS. And then we're actually going to do some ABS tube testing, because we haven't done any tube testing with ABS yet. So what's going on here? Is it even right? Do I even have this set up right? I don't even know if I have this set up right. No, that's... That's right, I just gotta swap that one out to a shorter one. That's too long. But But cheers, Vitaly. We need to talk. Are you coming to are you coming to Smurf? Or not Smurf? Earth or Blurf or what 3D printing events coming up next week? Or in a couple weeks? There's one coming up. Rocky Mountain Topia. Yeah, Rocky Mountain Topia, right? The Midwest Rocky Mountain Topia. There we go. Yeah, it's the Rocky Mountain Midwest Topia, right? There we go. Okay, so now I can tighten this up. There we go. That's actually holding now. There we go. Okay. Next year there's going to be a Rocky Wrapup X in Texas. Yeehaw, cowboy! You know, isn't Texas like pretty metropolitan now? Like isn't Texas full of like California yuppies now? Ooh, that's good. I got a resupply of gamer subs the other day, and this is, I think it's blueberry lemon, but they call it BBL, and it's good. So go buy some gamer subs, code Canuck. Okay, so we have that, I need to retract some filament out of here, so let me get a power cord. Watch, I'm gonna be like, where did I put all my power cords now? Because I threw out so many of them. I have thrown out so many C14 power cords in the past couple days. It is ridiculous how many of these stupid power cords I've thrown out. The problem is I might have thrown out too many because now I need some. Actually, shit. I might have thrown out too many. Uno momento, por favor, biblioteca. Here we go. So you go in there. Then you come over here, and then you plug in here. There we go. Engage the power. Oh, on. Hope to see me at Vice. I will not be at Vice. I will not be at Vice, unfortunately. As much as I would love to go to Vice, the couple things prevent it. One, I don't have any time in the budget to, there's one more event I might go to this year after 3D Printopia. So I'm banking the last little bit of goodwill with the wifey to see if I can get that off to go to that. Potentially, I don't know for sure yet. I gotta talk to a few people. So I don't have the spare vacation days essentially for it. And the other thing's budget. I personally don't have the spare funds for flights and hotels and whatnot for all that traveling. And two, for those that don't know, Vice is like a Voron community meetup event. This is the second one this year. The problem is it's a non-content creation event. What does that mean? It's basically a hangout event specifically for not content creation. So it's kind of hard to go to a 3D printing company and be like, hey, sponsor me to come to this event. I won't make any content. So I'm not gonna ask a company to give me money to go somewhere where they're gonna get nothing out of it. Also, I can't. Because if you pay, and if it's like a appearance fee, I can't, because then I would need a work visa to go to the States for it. So that's the other thing. I can go to an event and then a company sponsors the videos that come out of it at a later date. That's whatever. But actually being paid to go to an event is a no-no unless I have a work visa. So don't want to get iced. So yeah. Finally watched episode 1 of Alien Earth. The Disney connection is pretty blatant. Yeah, isn't there like don't they watch like Ice Age in it or something? Okay, I got to temperature. Let's extrude this filament. It is so weird heating this up and not having a part fan kick on. It's kind of weird not having a part fan kick on when the printer heats up. Like you expect the part fan to kick on, and you do hear a like an under the hood fan kick on, but no part cooling fan. Ice Age and things from Peter Pan. I mean, if you already own the rights to it, you might as well use it, right? So, oh yeah, shit. I gotta move that overhead camera. Hey, later on stream, you might watch me follow my butt off a ladder because I gotta move the overhead camera. So this has the DIY kind of, we've kind of made our own version of Prusa's Bowden arm thingamabobber that we're using here. Extrude. So let's there we go. Come in. There we go. And then turn that off. There we go. So now we got to enclose this. I haven't had this printer enclosed in a while. I love the smell of melty pla. I'm hoping. Hello, little spider. Come on, come on. Come on. I mean, trying to get him to climb up on my hand. He didn't want to. Okay. So let's clean this down and start enclosing it. Where did I put my paper towel? Paper towel. I had a whole bunch of paper towels. Where did I put them? Did I move them over here? Oh, I did move them over here. That's where I put them. It is so nice actually having the Milo and the Makara on a proper bench instead of just like a not proper bench. So they're actually on a bench on the other side over there now. Animorph Queen is now a Disney princess. I could see it. I could see it. I could see it. Although, now you have the interesting question. Which Disney princess has the higher body count? And not that body count, the actual like body count. Is it the Alien Queen or is it Mulan? Because let's be honest, Mulan has like a pretty high body count. If you really think about it, and by think about it, I mean watch the movie and not the live action one. Live action sucks. Mulan has a freaking body count. Mulan like literally murked an entire army. Like, and not like, you know, instant death. No, she like buried thousands of people under ice to freeze and suffocate to death. Mulan did that. So I honestly think even if the Xenomorph Queen, who is a queen, and if she's part of the Disney thing, she is a Disney queen, a Disney princess. Actually, no, she can't be a Disney princess because she is a legit queen. So she is a princess. Then again, is Mulan a princess? Mulan's not a princess, but I guess she... Disney princess is its own thing, I think. I think it's like... It's kind of like how you can technically call a female officer a sir, because a sir is not a recognition of gender, it's a recognition of the commission, and a commission is a non-gendered thing, because it's a commission. You're acknowledging the commission, not the person. So it's like, is a Disney princess kind of like not necessarily a princess? It's its own term. But either way, even if the Xenomorph Queen was a princess, I still think Mulan has a higher body count. Because the Xenomorph is just like LV426 or whatever the planet is. So you got... Then again... Unless it's different queens. Like, is it the same queen as the queen from Aliens 2? Because if it's the same queen from Aliens 2, that queen only has the body count from the one outpost and the Marines. So yeah, Mulan still has the highest body count. Mulan still has the highest body count of any Disney princess. Like, she's killed thousands. Tens of thousands. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna look this up. How many people did Mulan kill? Oh, that pops up right away. Almost the entire Hun army, which consists of approximately... Okay, 2,000 people is a pretty small army, but according film theories... Yeah, according to... Mulan kill count. So yeah, 28 unnamed Huns, then 537 unnamed Huns, and 530, and the horses. So yeah, Mulan's killed like over 1,000. Damn, girl. Stacking bodies. Does the Seaboard Trident still have issues with VFA from the belt rubbing on the front island? I have no idea, because I honestly don't have any prints from this printer. Remember when we built this printer, I did some tests, everything seemed okay, and then I started chasing gremlins with frickin' the tool head not working. And eventually I gave up, and then we started modding it, and then it sat for a while, and now we finally finished it. And now I'm finally enclosing it. So what we'll do is we'll enclose it, I'll load some ABS in it, and we'll do an actual print in ABS. And we'll see how it fares. Wouldn't Leia be a Disney princess? I mean, that's a problem with like Disney princess now. It's like, it's lost all meaning. Is this the top plate? I don't know if this is the top plate. I think that's the top plate. That is the top plate. Disney princess has kind of lost all meaning as a term. Also, we're gonna have to do a little drilling. We're gonna have to do a little drilling because we gotta modify the back panel. Leia's kill... Okay, well, here's the thing. Do you count Leia's kill count for ineptitude? Because her being inept with the government and letting the First Order recombine, or restart the Empire, I think that ineptitude leads to a high body count. So does that count as body count? It's through her actions. Okay. So, unfortunately, the fans on this are all borked. So for now, I'm just going to tape it up, but I got to redo all the fans on this because the whole thing is like broken and I cut wires short or something. So I need to just rip this whole thing off, and we're just going to cover it with tape because then I'm going to have to modify it anyways. That was an interesting topic to start the stream on, by the way. Who has a higher body count, Mulan from Mulan or the alien queen from Xenomorph? She marries a prince because... Oh, okay, that's how she becomes a princess. That makes sense. Okay. So, I'm going to have to tape this up. I'm going to have to take these off. Also, I got to update the firmware on my Prusa webcam. Yeah. Okay, you can go over here. Started recording a video earlier today about my, like, I don't like doing printer reviews. You guys know I don't like doing printer reviews. So I did a video, I'm doing a video, which should be out tomorrow for channel members and will be out Thursday publicly. Or, correction, it should be out hopefully tonight for channel members, tomorrow publicly. I might be moving videos to Wednesdays or Thursdays, I don't know. Because I kind of want to have a goal where Monday's going to be a Twitch stream, Tuesday's a YouTube stream, and then either Wednesday or Thursday is going to be a Twitch stream as well. Probably Thursday, actually. So Wednesday will be video day. That means you should be getting content 6 days a week if you want. Oh yeah, Panda Edge is great for this. Panda Edge is great for like this right now, getting VHB off stuff. I love the Panda Edge. Where's the meme? I shared this on the Discord. Me when I get a new printer. That is gonna make it in the rotation of ads. I gotta update my little ad block. I gotta redo the whole overlay because I'm gonna be streaming up here and then downstairs on different platforms. So I gotta redo all my overlays, but this is gonna make it into the ad rotation. And if you wanna buy some Vision Miner, check out the link in the video description and help support the channel. There it is. Moana. Yeah, Moana's not a princess, right? I know The Rock ain't a princess. By the way, I bought this roll. Get this if you can. This is like one of those things you should buy. I mean, it doesn't really matter. This is aluminum tape that's black. So it's aluminum tape that's just black. It just hides better. And I find aluminum tape is really good for like this kind of stuff. Like patching holes in enclosures. Sticks really good. It's inert, so it doesn't break down or anything. Find an EU retailer. Yeah, it's kind of the downside, I guess. .3D Jake sells it. Well, there you go. 3D Jake sells it. Hit up 3D Jake. By the way, the goal is this printer is going to live right here. That's the goal. Open source. Did you see what Prusa announced today? You see what Prusa announced today? They have, so on printables, you can do like the one-click print directly from printables. But they just announced, one second, there we go. I was talking for like 2 hours to a camera because, you know, a 20-minute video takes me forever to record because I can't record in one take. But I can talk for 3 hours while live streaming. So Prusa now, their Easy Print.
Major update to our Easy Print service. The list of supported printers now includes many third-party machines, not just Prusa printers. So now you can slice any model from printables directly in the browser or even on your phone and send the print file to your printer connected to the local area network. Simply choose the correct network protocol and add the local IP address of your machine. Then it's just a couple of clicks to get ready for printing.
So you can use like, you can send it, you know, from your browser to your like Voron. Like, or like a bunch of other company printers. Like, you're not seeing any other companies do this kind of thing. Where it's just like, and you know what it is? You know what I think it is? I think it's because it's just, I think it's just generic Clipper. I think this works because it's Clipper. So yeah, so you can basically like just send a print from Prusa Slate, like from printables to any printer that they have a profile for, which should technically, like if it works the way I think it works, and pretty much anything with Clipper, it should be able to talk to. So it's going to be dependent on which printers they have verified profiles for. And Voron is one of them. So that is pretty cool. I mean, it's not something, I've done it. I've used the print service, or like used it, but I've used it in a, hey, let's just see how this works kind of thing. Because I'll be honest, it's not something I do that often. It's kind of like a, oh, this is a cool feature to have, but, you know, I personally won't be using it that much. But for those that will use it, or could use it, or benefit from it, that's not a bad thing. So it's kind of nice to see that. So, this is going to be a bit annoying because the filament's going to load from this side, but whatever. Because this is going to have to... Okay, so you're gonna have to go here. That might be too tight of a bow to bend. Because I gotta figure out how to, no, that ain't gonna work. I'm just gonna have to slot it out. It's just gonna come out there, whatever. It's just gonna come out the side and then I'll figure it out later. I might have to put a longer Bowden tube on this. So we got to cut a hole because this setup is kind of jank. So I'm going to have to cut a hole in here. Gosh, I was going to make a Bruce Willis joke about drilling, and now I feel bad. Yeah, that sucks. Okay. So. Let me grab my marker because we're going to do this in the most scientific way possible. I'm just going to eyeball that shit. And then I should probably like 3D print some fancy cover or something for like, to make sure it's all aligned or anything. Or I could just cut a hole and put some tape over it and call it a day. I think we know which option I'm going with. Scuff or jank? I was gonna combine scuff and jank and say a naughty word. So we'll call it juffed. It's juffed. Okay. So let's see. So you need to go there. So roughly about there. And roughly about there. Okay. So what's the easiest way to cut ACM? I've never had to cut ACM before. How do you, I mean, I've cut it, but I cut it on a CNC. I don't really have a CNC for this right now. I mean, I could just, a saw maybe? I could just use a saw. Do I have a saw? What happened to that little saw that was over here? Do I still have it? Oh shoot, might have moved it somewhere. Where did I put it? Did I move it over here? Did I put it in the printer or the CNC? No, I didn't put it in the CNC. Where did I put that little saw? I had an itty bitty little saw and I don't know where I put it. What is the proper way to cut ACM panel? I mean, I'm going to clamp it down. So let's clamp it down so it doesn't move. Get the clamps out. Do I have a saw? Could have sworn I had a saw. Plasma jet. Oh, of course. Let me just get my plasma jet. Is it in here? No. Is it in here? I mean, this is a saw. I don't know how sharp the blade is, but that's a saw. That's a knife. That's not a knife. That's a knife. Yeah, I mean, I got... Okay, I guess we got that. Okay. Oh. B Industries, $5.99. Cheers and appreciated. How close can I get? Okay. Saw. How can I cut down a... Well, what I'm going to do is just use a saw. For those that don't know what ACM panel, it's aluminum composite material. So it's a sheet of thin sheet of aluminum with foam and then thin sheet of aluminum. This is horrible. You know how like when something's scuffed and you're like, I should probably do this a more proper way, using proper tools. But then also part of you is like, fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. Why the cut? Because the wire routing comes out in a corner now versus in the middle for the umbilical. I'll show you in a second. You can cut it with a knife. Can you cut it with a knife? Do I have a knife? I should have a knife out here. It's ACM. I don't think you can cut it with a knife. I think it's too hard to cut with a knife. It's aluminum. I got to cut through the aluminum. That don't cut. That actually worked really easy. 1 second. Move the clamp to the other side. That actually worked surprisingly easy. And yes, I'm wearing glasses. Make sure you're wearing glasses when doing this kind of shit. There you go. Oh, it went on the ground too. Perfect. Yeah, nothing got on. It all went straight down. Yeah, we're good. Safety squints. Hey, I am wearing the finest. See? Nothing even in the beard. I'm wearing the finest safety glasses that aren't safety glasses. And as for foot protection, I got my flippy floppies. We're good. Okay, Norm. Did I cut the right side? I did cut the right side. For a second there, I'm like, wait, did I cut the wrong side? Okay. Now, chamfer it. So it did chip it a little bit. But the side that doesn't matter, doesn't matter. I'll put that button in the file. So you want to make sure there's no sharp edges because I do have cables coming through here. So you want to make sure there's like no sharp edges. There we go. Actually, this isn't even ACM. This is polycarbonate. I just realized this isn't ACM. This is polycarbonate. That's why it chipped to hell. Polycarbonate. The printer to get for under 1,000. Like, here's the thing. I can't answer that because there are too many good options under $1,000. What do you need your printer to do? What do you need your printer to do? How long are you going to be using your printer for? And like, what do you need out of the printer? What are the requirements? Are you printing in a place that allows stuff connected to the internet? What's your stance on, you know, open market, open source software? Do you care about proprietary? Like, I cannot answer that question. I cannot answer. You are not giving me enough information to answer that question. And if that's all the information you're going to give me, I'm going to be like, yeah, get a Prusa Core 1. If that's all the information you're going to give me, I'm going to say get a Prusa Core 1. Okay, there we go. I require details and pictures, which is a Spider-Man. Ender 3. Yet, comrade. Five more, Taylor will dance. I will do a little jig. You're gonna go there. Then the Bowden tube is also going to come out. There. There we go. Oh, come on, engage. There we go. Okay. So if you're trying to see what I'm doing, here. Printer's unplugged now. There you go. So you can see what I had to do. So the filament and this umbilical now come out there. I don't think I can fit this on. That ain't gonna work. Cheers, Lee Smith. Might just have to go to a, I don't know, that'll work. That'll work. And then we just put some, that'll come there. So that's a little on the short side. I'm gonna have to get a longer Bowden tube, but for now, that'll do, pig. That'll do. And I'll just put a little piece of tape over it. I mean, personally, I gotta have the Bowden on the other side eventually anyways, but okay, where are the other panels? Here's the front door. And I think these are the side panels, yeah. But yeah, the video I was filming before stream was just because the basement room is a mess right now and I'm moving a bunch of stuff around. I'm using it as an opportunity to just kind of talk about the Prusa printers. And it's like what my, not a review, but like what my experience has been using Prusa printers for the last little bit. And it's like, oh, I'll just do a quick little video. Just like, oh, this is the Mark IV. This is what I like about it. This is what I don't like about it. This is the XL. This is what I like about it. This is what I don't like about it. And the problem is that video is, I still haven't filmed an outro and it's already a 25-minute video. And I'm like, how? How? So I've got to figure out how to edit it down to not being crazy long. Reality. That's kind of the downside right now. Like, that's the thing, like on paper, a K2 Plus is a really good option. A Creality K2 Plus on paper is a really solid option, right? The problem is it's not on paper. It's in real life. And Creality has issues with quality control. So it's kind of like, it's kind of annoying. Be a printer reviewer when half the printers out there are like, well, mine works. And then you have 20 people that dogpile in the comments that are like, mine's been nothing but issues, blah, 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 blah. Like, when I talk about the XL, I'm like, when I got it, I saw a lot of people were complaining about like quality issues and all these issues with the XL. And I'm like, I haven't had any issues. I can only talk about what I know. And I'm like, I know my XL has been fine and it's worked pretty good. So it's like, what do you want me to say? I don't think this will work. Well, maybe it does work. These are, there we go. This is on the crooked side. There we go. So yeah, that's kind of like the problem with like, that's why one of the reasons I don't like doing printer reviews. It's very subjective. And also like, what is print quality? Like, anyone could sit there and fiddle with slicer settings to get a good print off any modern printer. So like, judging a print by print quality is like, well, any modern printer should be able to print good. What tool head board? This is a takeoff tool head with Jupiter board and Chube. Oh wait, shoot, I screwed up. I screwed up. It's gotta go under here. There we go. You go there. Slide down. There we go. There we go. Hopefully I'm on a camera angle where you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, you can see what I'm doing. There we go. There we go. I'm looking forward to another box of stuff I can throw out. I am starving. I'm just realizing I don't think I had. Did I have lunch? I had breakfast. Ish. Oh, drop one. Yeah, that seems pretty good. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's what that went. Like I'm missing a corner piece. There we go. That's that, that's that. See how many printers get index mounts. I'm foreseeing quite a few. I know I've talked to some guys on the Voron team they got ideas cooking. It's gonna be really interesting to see all the different implementations of it. That's what's gonna be really interesting to see how everyone's implementing the ideas. Oh, this is, okay. This is the extra one I was looking for, and I put the bad one in. Yeah, that's where that one went. Okay. Like, I knew I had a new one. I just didn't know where I put it. Okay. Go there, that go there, that go there. Oh my God, I knocked over a bag of zip ties. And the problems, the stuff they get away with in the past doesn't fly anymore. Yeah, Creality basically kind of like floated on the laurels of their, hey, we have a cheap printer for way too long. Like talking to a couple industry people from a couple different companies, it's kind of funny, like hearing what reactions were to like when Bamboo came out. And I don't think it was what people think it was, because like what the public thinks like I heard a lot of people are like, oh my God, Prusa was freaking out. No, Creality was freaking out. I think it was Creality is probably the company that's like most afraid of Bamboo. It's like those companies. Because like, think about it. A Prusa printer might be a little pricey, but they're solid printers and they have a solid market. And, you know, they're always adapting. Like, again, they just came out with this thing where, hey, you can print from printables to multiple different printers from multiple different companies, including their direct competition. They have the Prusa line of Filament. They've divested so that they're not as reliant on strictly printer sales, but they're still doing good on printer sales. What's like Creality got? Printer sales, that's it. What's Anycubic got? Printer sales. And guess what? Printer sales. If I'm gonna buy an Asian market printer, I'm either gonna buy something like an absolute budget like Flashforge Adventurer, or I'm gonna buy a Bamboo. When you give me two printers that are $1,000 and go, do you want a K1 or do you want a P1? I'm gonna take the P1. Clicky clack. clicky clack. That is a clicky clack door. Okay, so now I gotta load some abs in here. I've got to get my abs loaded. Do I have it in here? You are on my network. Where are you? Where are you? Are you error? No. Oh, that's the VZ bot. That's the VZ bot, not the VZ bot, not the Venture X. Oh, there's the Seaboard Trident. There's the Seaboard Trident. Okay. So, film all. Screen, look down the door. Do. Okay, so, oh, that bed is dirty. There we go. Now, put that shit on everything. Oh no, I don't know where my little brush went I want to use for this one. Let's use paper towel. Your clicky clack door to create, you mean glaze, like fog up? That sucks. You're engaged. Move. You move backwards. Jeez, that moves with some authority. Yep. Okay, so now we gotta load some abs in here. Let's load some abs in here. So let's get it nice and toasty. I need to put some ABS in here. What do we have for ABS out here that isn't waterlogged to hell? That's a good question. I think a lot of this is gonna be waterlogged. Like, what the heck are you? You're garbage. Why are you out here? You're garbage. PC, TP, is that TPU? What is this? Polylight ABS. Polylight. You know what? Let's do this one. Oh wait, are you an ABS? Are you an ABS? No, you're PETG. 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 Wait, I just got a whole shipment in of polymaker. There we go. It's all black though, I think. Yeah, it's all Polylight black. I got a gray. I got a dark gray. Here, we'll go with the dark gray. We'll do the dark gray. You guys want to do the dark gray? Dark gray will show any like warping, I think, a little bit better. Go with dark gray. Okay, now I need a spool holder of sorts. You know what? Let's do red. Let's do red. You guys want to do red? Or no, that's probably waterlogged. So much filament out here is probably waterlogged. Let's go with this. Let's go with this. Use the shitty Creality holder. This needs to get dried anyways. Red never shows up good on camera. But you know what? We'll try the red. We'll see how it is. I mean, we're just printing. It shouldn't be too wet. And I broke the camera. I broke the light. course I broke the light. Back to me, light. There we go. Okay. Red ABS. Polylight ABS. In reality, this was the dumbest way to build a spool holder or filament dryer. Let's have it load from the back, but feed from the front. So you gotta like run it backwards. What a dumb idea. Okay. Dumb idea. I mean, I do give it credit though. It does roll pretty nice. Okay. Let's load the filament. Extrusion factor, 50 millimeters at 5 millimeters a second. And loading. The V0 door, it's a stock door on a open source printer. It's good enough. I love that. Load the filament in. There we go. So I need something. I'm thinking a stealth burner front face would be a good. I'm thinking a Voron 0 stealth burner front face. Oh, there's no bubbles. We're good. That's good. Let's retract 5. That oozes. That's the only thing I'm kind of a little, I don't really like about the Chube is it oozes a lot. Orca slicer. Don't lose this guy, put him back on here. Okay. I cancel. I'm not a fan of beta versions. Okay, so we got Tallboy, Seaboard Quad XY Trident. This is ABS ASA, fast Voron speeds. So let's find something to print. Am I getting? If I get one, I get one. Voron GitHub. So, where is Stealth Burner on its own thing now? I can't remember how the GitHub is laid out. Gantry. Yeah, I think Stealth Burner is its own thing. Document hardware, switch wire, Stealth Burner. This is like one of my go-to like oh, I'm testing a printer to see how it prints, is literally just throw the Stealth Burner front face on it in ABS and just send it. Okay. So we got, what do we got? 4 walls, 5 top, 5 bottom, 45% infill. And let's see what we got. So 1 hour 52 minutes. So let me see what we got for settings. So 50 millimeters cubed for that. 260 on the nozzle. Cooling is pretty low. Advanced, advanced, advanced. Save. Chube. Okay. speeds. There's the speeds and feeds if you're wondering. There you go. I don't know why it's saying an hour still, but whatever. Oh, it's probably overhangs. Upload and print. There we go. See how it goes. I don't think our XY stepper temperatures are working. Okay, hide those. Auto scale chart. There we go. Absolute zero. It's just a little on the it's just a little chilly. It's still good. It's still good. Okay, so I don't really have, oh, because that's downstairs. I don't really have a, we'll do this. So this way you guys can at least see what's going on, hopefully. It's back here. There we go. There you go. Now you guys can see what's going on. Actually, this got to go over here. Yeah. This will go over here. Creality filament dryer is not nice. I don't like it. See, easy print means we've seen some Prusa Connect, Octoprint, cross Canuck. Maybe. I honestly, I haven't touched Octoprint in, good God, I can't even remember the last time I used Octoprint. It has been, I don't even know. It's got to be at least 4 or 5 years. Ever since like Clipper came out with the ability to, ever since like Fluid and Mainsail came out, I have not touched Octoprint. I did have some printers running Clipper with Octoprint during the very early days of Clipper, before like Mainsail and Fluid became things. But in terms of like put it this way, I don't think I've ever used Octoprint on stream. I don't think I've ever used Octoprint on a live stream. So it's been a bit. Oh, I had a Prusa Mark III with a V0 on it with Octoprint. That's what I had. That was like the last time I used Octoprint. So right now the bed's heating up. I don't think I added everyone when I went live. Did I add everyone when I went live? I don't think I did. I forgot, shoot. Hey, oh shoot. I'm live and forgot to add everyone. There you go. I mean, I guess it's good to know that my viewership should be about average when I'm live. There we go. There we go. How long since you last compiled Marlin? Billions and billions of years. When I had a Voron V1.5. The last time I compiled Marlin is when I had a Voron V1.5 before I got, because whenever I got my V2 online, that had Duet on it. And then that was the last time I compiled Marlin. Because after that, it was like Clipper for pretty much everything. Yeah. It's been a hot minute. Look at the ooze. Look at the ooze. is oozing. Look at all this ooze. Luke, I gotta talk to Luke about getting like a good start-stop profile for this, because it's just, this thing oozes like crazy. Just dribbling everywhere. That's what she said. Well, I think my problem is my startup script has it heating up way too early, I think. Like my startup script has it like heating up way too early, I think. That first layer is garbage. Yeah, whatever. It's a little on the mushed side. Is it actually printing? It's printing. It's just a little too close to the bed. So I had to... Yeah, I gotta drop the Z offset by about a 0.1 mil. Don't you have beacon? I do have beacon. Still doesn't mean you still have to have your first layer kind of set. Sounds scratchy on the mic. I mean, I got noise canceling running, so you might hear like a little bit of scratchiness. Like I could turn off noise canceling. It shouldn't be too much of a difference right now. There, noise canceling's off. There you go. Is this running DRVs? No, it's running TMC 5160s, 4 of them for XY. Plus a 5160 for the extruder, because why not? I don't even know if it does a mesh. I don't even know if it did a mesh. Did it do a mesh? No, it did do a mesh. There we go. I'm gonna go. Sounds like a bird. Wait till the fans kick on. Yeah, I think it definitely likes this filament a little bit more than PLA. I think it likes it a little bit more than PLA. Although it's probably not helping that this bench has wheels. Now it is locked down, but it's still gonna move a bit more than like that bench will. There we go. Run fast, you have to tighten the screws. So what you do is you build it, and then you let it run for a bit, and any screw that comes loose wasn't needed. It self-lightens. I think I gotta tune pressure. I gotta do all. There's no tuning on this. I don't think. Have we tuned pressure advance? I know we did input shaping. I think. I don't think we tuned pressure advance. Yeah, it's a Luke's Lab takeoff tool head. I don't have a mobile camera right now. I'm gonna have to move that camera. Let me. Where's my drill at? I think my drill's downstairs. It's downstairs. I think. 1 second, where's my drill at? Where's my impact drill? Is it out here? Or is it downstairs? It might be down, oh, it might be downstairs, I think. Yeah, I think my impact drill is downstairs. So I gotta move my overhead camera still. I forgot to move it. I was gonna move it, then I'm like, wait, I need the drill, and then I forgot where I put the drill. And I'm like, I'll find the drill and then I'll move it, and then I forgot to find the drill and move it. So. We'll just do this. I mean, it's fun watching it dance. So while this is doing this, don't forget, every stream we give away a spool of Polymaker Filament. Link in the video description. Enter for your chance to win. While you're down there, don't forget to like the smash button, subscribe if you are not subscribed, ring the bell with all the YouTube shenanigans going on. Make sure you are doing all that stuff, it helps out. Apparently hitting the like button affects more stuff. YouTube has basically changed the way everything is ranked apparently now. So like it cares more about real interaction than watch time, and I don't freaking know anymore. It just, do all this stuff. And if you're thirsty, go buy some gamer subs. Use code Canuck. Or some Vision Miner. Can you make an arm to move the camera around as you need for shots or live stream? I mean, this camera's on an arm, but I don't really do it. Normally, everything's kind of a mess right now because I have stuff downstairs because I'm setting up the downstairs room as a studio. For videos, for interviews, for like live streams. I'm setting up the downstairs as a studio as well. So my normal mobile camera, that Sony a5100, is downstairs right now. So we've got the overhead camera, this camera, and then I'll have a mobile cam, and then I'll have an overhead camera, a mobile cam, and a webcam downstairs. So each streaming setup will have 3 cameras, hopefully. I'm not reeled as my interaction. Well, apparently you're number 3 on the leaderboard, so it must count for something. Also, apparently you can hype my videos now. YouTube has a thing where you can hype videos. Apparently you should be doing that. Oh, here comes infill. How's Vineyard Miner with PA? I think I've used it with PA and it worked fine. Saw the hype feature. Make sure you use the hype feature. Apparently, because of all the LLMs, Google has released LLMs onto the world and now is dealing with the repercussions, so they care more about like real human interaction now. Kind of funny, eh? No, it's not a thing in chat. It's apparently like on, I've never seen it on any YouTube video I watched, but I don't know if it's a regional thing. But apparently like when you watch a YouTube video, you have the ability to hype it, which is like, I don't know. Everything's getting gamified. Ooh. What's it down to? Oh, 669. Nice. There you go. You want to buy a Prusa Mark? Well, actually, 669. How much is a Core 1 kit? 669 versus 949. Okay, that ain't bad. If they could get the Mark IV down to 500, that would be amazing in my opinion. But I don't know if there's room in the budget there. Oh, let me turn that off so you guys can see. As you can see, my desktop. There you go. Look at it go. Yeah, Apulo, it's been, I paid it on like Friday and it's still sitting there, I know. Do you have an old adjustable monitor mount arm? Yeah, that's what these are. That's what I use to mount all my cameras, are monitor arms. It's just, this one I can't because this is a wide angle lens. This is a wide angle lens. So it just, this one just sits there. Normally I have a camera on a tripod I move around. And then I have the overhead camera. The overhead camera I gotta move because I moved the desk. I just haven't got around to moving it. I should have turned off gap fill. I think that's what's slowing this down so much is all the little, like, the little gap fills. I think that's what's causing this to be so slow, is gap fill. Because it's doing all those little, like, of just like a little blob of filament. You can tell when it detects an overhang, eh? You can hear the fan go, rew, rew, rew. How hot is the chamber? It's bridging. That's what it's doing right here. It's bridging. Well, according to the thermistor on the tool head, it's 63 Celsius. Yeah, it's bridging right now, so it's, you can hear the fans going. I will say it is a lot less annoying with it in the chamber. What's the stealth burner? Just a print. I needed something to print in ABS, and the stealth burner is something to print in ABS. So, I like using the stealth burner as a generic, I need to print something in ABS to see how good a printer prints ABS, and the stealth burner works really good for that. The stealth burner front face. Where did I put my drill? I gotta find where I put the drill. I gotta throw out all these helmets. I got so many helmets here I gotta throw out. Where did I put my drill? Where did I put my drill? Is it back here? No? Where did I put my drill? It might be inside. Oh, I think it might be downstairs. I think I used it when I was building the thing for the little guy. Oh, there it is. There's me drill. Okay. So while you guys watch that, I'm gonna move the overhead camera. And if you hear me scream and flash across the screen in a position that isn't upright, that means I've fallen off a ladder. Clip it for content. If I'm gonna get hurt, it better be content. Also, it's gonna be really fun to do while it's recording. Yeah, of course, the stupid thing broke again. Why do you keep doing this to me? Is it the power supply? I don't know. Is it the light that died or is it the power supply that died? Okay. What died here? Okay, do I have an extra? Are you, how many voltage are you? You're 24 volts. Can this take more than, how much voltage can I put in here? 12 to 15 volts. Well, maybe, will you work in here? Can I plug you? Will you work? Can I plug you in? Will you work? Or will you explode? You might explode. Oh, you work. There you go. Okay, just try a different light. That'll work. Okay. Behold the jank that is setting up a ladder in an area where I don't have room to set up a ladder. Power cords are where you rest ladders on, right? If your ground's uneven, it's okay to rest, use a power cord to level your ladder, right? What's the Canadian emergency phone number? AAA. AAA, sorry. Ooh, moving on up. Hopefully I don't have to remove these cables. Oh my God, the spiders. Oh, that's not good. That wasn't drilled into anything. Oh, that's not good at all. Okay, so that drill bit is broken. Or not broken. That screw is stripped in twine. Okay, so that is that. Oh shoot. Ow. Okay, that's not good. So you come over here. Okay. And you go right about there. Dang it, I can't fix that. Shoot. Dang it! I unscrewed it from the ceiling, and I gotta fix something, but I can't let it hang because there's nothing to hang and the cables aren't long enough. And I screwed myself. I screwed myself. Come on. Why did I do this to myself? Ah! You know what? Can I let it hang? I'm just gonna let it hang and hope it doesn't fall. Ah! Pliers! Pliers! Ah! It moved! Ah! There we go. Okay. Ah! If you're gonna get hurt, do it on camera. At least it's content then. So right about there. There we go. One screw. Ah, ah, ah. I literally sheared the head off the screw. Overhead. Hey, it still works. I didn't break it. Right, zoom out. we go. Okay, I need to get one more screw. I gotta run downstairs, I think. 1 second. Am I the only one home? I think I'm the only one home right now. Okay. Need one of these, that'll do. There we go. Okay. Of course, somebody decides right now is a good time to cut the grass. Okay. Now, put this other one in. I love the smell of plastic in the morning. There we go. Haha! Secured. Now we have the overhead camera is back in a usable position. Sweet. Ow. Remember, if you like this quality content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the smash button, ring the bell, and do the other stuff. Okay. Are we good? We're good. There we good. So now, overhead. Haha. Still printing? Still printing. We're good. Yeah, look. Yeah, pressure advance is not set right. What am I using for dry? No, they're wood screws. They're like 2-inch wood screws. Luckily I have a hole in my ceiling right here for attic crawl space. It's got like the little cover on it. But that means I can just drill right into the side. Like I can just, you got the square box and I can just, I literally have a piece of 40-20 extrusion with holes in it and then a camera mount on it. It is literally like, it works. Like, watch, I'm gonna unlock this and screw up my whole setup, but that's not it. Which one's the unlock? This one's. Yeah, we'll do this. Hopefully not knock the camera off the tripod. There you go, yeah. So, there it is. It's literally a piece of 40-20 extrusion with a camera arm bolted to it, and then the 40-20 extrusion is just drilled into a stud. If it works, it works. If it works, it works. It's high enough that it's out of the way for most printers. Only like deltas get high enough up that they hit. Like where this printer is, I have another like 1.5 feet of clearance above it, but it's still low enough that I can like, I can grab it if I need to like zoom in. You know, I can reach the zoom in and zoom out. So it's still in a position where I can still grab it. So. Originally, I was gonna do a whole thing where I was gonna have it on like a rail so I could slide it around. And I'm like, I don't need that. It works good enough as is. Would a Saval Zero be a good first printer? Functionally, it's a fine printer. You're gonna run into, unless you are for sure, no, you're not gonna run into issues from its limited print volume. I'm hesitant to recommend any printer below 180. I think it's Saval Zero's 150 for the print volume. The problem is you're gonna run into issues with the print volume if that's the only printer you have. That's why I'm hesitant, like even like the A1 Mini at 180 or the Prusa Mini at 180, unless you know for sure you're not going to be printing big stuff, you're going to run into issues. My very first 3D printer was a Monoprice Select Mini at 120 millimeters cubed, and within like 3 weeks, I was looking up mods and how to upgrade it and make it bigger. And then within 4 weeks, I was buying parts for my first Voron. So, have you ever played around with closed loop steppers? I had one printer kit that I built that had closed loop steppers, and I didn't even notice. Closed loop is good for error correction if you skip steps, or you could just run your printer at settings that don't skip. Personally, I think it's one of those things like there's not enough software in place to fully take advantage of it. Speaking of, Steve, 250 is like a normal size for a printer. Like, you gotta understand, most stuff that you find designed for 3D printers is designed to be printed on like Ender 3s and other 250-ish printers. Especially now with like how popular Bamboo have gotten, that 250 cubed print volume is like become the standard. I turned noise cancellation off. Some people are complaining that it was scratchy, so I just turned noise cancellation off. So you're getting the raw dog audio. It is actually a little warm in the garage today. I should have turned the air conditioner on. On the LDO Micron kit, no idea. If it's not public, and I haven't been told I can release it public, I wouldn't tell you anyways. Like, first layer. I could turn noise canceling back on if you want. What is that? Oh, main cam. Here, I'll turn the noise suppression back on. There we go. Sounds cool. Okay, I'll turn it back off. Filters, noise suppression back off. There we go. I mean, if the printer's going to print loudly, you might as well enjoy it. I got to listen to it. I'm right here. I can't avoid it. I tried a few days ago and it sounds much quieter. Tridents are really, like, Vorons are surprisingly quiet. If you're running them with TMC drivers and you're not going crazy fast, and especially if you didn't equip it with like a CPAP or any like crazy loud fans, Vorons are surprisingly quiet. I'm actually kind of happy how well this umbilical setup is holding up so far. Oh, that Prusa's still printing. I keep forgetting I have a Prusa printing right there. So this thing is barely a Voron at this point. I don't think there's any, I think other than like the bed mount, nothing in this is stock Voron. Nothing in this is stock Voron. Except maybe like the frame itself. Or even that, no, maybe not the frame even. What is I've never heard of Vostok. I mean, I've heard of Vostok, but not the printer. 3D. What is Vostok? It is all in Russian. I mean, I'm seeing renders. I'm gonna be that guy. It's just a model. Does it really exist? They're just renders. And it's all in Russian. And I can't speak Russian. I mean, I know suka bliet. That's the extent of my Russian. Oh, and I guess technically Voron. Because for those that don't know, Voron is Russian for raven. Golf is boring. I'm gonna be that guy. Golf sucks. Golf is a extremely boring sport. I'm sorry. Yep. So for those that don't know, Max, the founder of Voron, he is Russian, but it's like family got the heck out of Russia at the fall of the Soviet Union, so he's been living in America most of his life. But yeah, Voron is Russian for raven. So for those wondering what Voron means, that's what it is. It sounds cool. And then Russia had to go do a bunch of shit to ruin it. That's why we can't have nice things. Da-da-da. Glitzy Voron. I mean, I have a V1.8 that's like enclosed for high temp printing somewhere. I think it's in the storage room right now. Table temperatures have been surprisingly stable. You could tell where it was running that part fan pretty heavy for the overhangs. But for the most part, it's been pretty stable. Oop, back to overhead. Yeah, the front face is gonna look kind of poopy, but no, we haven't played with the new slicer yet. We might do that on the Friday stream. If I can get the basement studio set up for Friday, the Friday stream will be downstairs, and we'll play around with the Prusa. We'll try the new slicer with the better wall finish stuff. So Friday's stream might be downstairs if I can get the studio set up in time. But the plan is right now, if all goes well, there'll be a video on the channel tomorrow. It'll just be me talking about, you know, my long-term thoughts on using Prusa printers kind of thing. So that'll be tomorrow's video, and then Thursday there'll be a live stream on Twitch, and then Friday will be a YouTube stream, and Saturday will be a YouTube stream. So I'm working on reorganizing the channel, the way the content is and whatnot, and the current, wow, it keeps like auto-focusing because the reflection of my face. The current weekly schedule right now, if things hold to the way I want them to hold, Monday will be a Twitch stream. As for what the content on Twitch is, whatever I feel like, it's side project stuff. So video games, crafts, making stuff, gunpla, like, you know, building Gundams. Who knows? That's Monday. Tuesday, hi, today you're here. So YouTube stream. Wednesday, video. Thursday, Twitch stream. Friday, YouTube stream. Saturday, YouTube stream. Maybe on the weekend a Twitch stream, depending on if I feel like doing something. It depends. But the thing is, the little guy's back in school right now, so I have every morning free during the school year. So I'm free to do stuff because he's in grade 2 now, and previously it was like when he was home, I couldn't stream. So wrong camera. So just trying to put out more content, more better. Plus I like live streaming. Yeah, I've been talking about the wall consistency stuff. Yeah, that's what we're gonna play around with. I'm gonna put a Mark IV on the bench, and I'll print something with the I'll print something with the normal, like the 2.9 slicer, and then I'll update to the beta, and then we'll do it live. Was it 11? Steve, the Tuesday and Friday streams depend on my wife's work schedule because she works days afternoon. She does shift work. So when it's 2 weeks of 11 a.m. start time and then 2 weeks of 2 p.m. start time. It's always been this way. During the summer, the 2 months of the summer, so July and August, I have to end a little earlier when I start at 11 because I have to watch the little guy when my wife leaves for work. And then for the 2 p.m. stream, it's usually 2:30 because I have to wait for her to come home from work before I can go live. So, but now that he's back in school, these streams will either be 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. or 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. So it'll be 2 weeks of each on the Tuesday and Friday. Want to continue with the Stealth Changer? I'm printing parts for it right now. That's what the Prusa is doing. Probably after 3D Printopia. I forgot to send the email. I got to reach out to E3D. I want to see if they want to sponsor a bunch of Revos for it, so I can have one. Other than me kit bashing a bunch of different hot ends that I have in stock and having like 5 different hot ends, I want to see if E3D just wants to sponsor a flight of Revos, and we just use that. What filament is better for Voron parts? Well, here's the thing. All those you listed aren't really things. Those are all different formulas, and ABS Plus or ABS Pro, what does that mean? Because every company means different. Usually ABS Plus is a little bit worse than normal ABS. ASA is basically ABS with UV resistance. So for Voron parts, are you ready? I've used pretty much all those and I couldn't tell a difference. Get whatever one your printer prints the best. 1 second, I think the family's home. 1 second, I'll be back in a minute. I'm back. Oop, actually. Okay, I'm back. Luke! Yeah, it's printing. I need to get some profiles from you, man. Because like the start-stop script that this has and like the profiles, it's printing, and it's printingly, but it's an oozy gooey mess when I print with it. So we gotta brainstorm a better profile for this. Because I think I'm just using a modified Seaboard profile. It's been hacked to bits. So. Hello from a very cold container. What are you doing in a container, Jake? Sup, dude? Sup, Lost Ink? Always use a skirt. Skirts are awesome. Do a skirt. That way you make sure the filament's flowing before you start. And it gives it a chance to pick up all the gubbins that oozed everywhere. Is there anyone live that I can raid when we end stream? Who can we end? Who can we raid? Let's see. Customization. Is it customization? Redirect. Let's see. Who's live that I can... Yeah, nobody. Yeah, skirts give you a last second chance to live adjust your Z. So that's an advantage. It is fun hearing these stupid blowimatrons ramp up for overhangs. It's literally like revving a motorcycle. I'm moving my CNC and resin stuff to a solar-powered container. I only own a motorcycle, so it's a couple of trips. Ooh, Jake. Okay, I know you live in jolly old England, but rent a van, man. Rent a van. You can raid on YouTube. You can. The problem is it's a lot harder to set up. So basically to raid on YouTube, you have to enable it. So there's a setting that you have to go in. So you have to log into your Creator Studio, enable a setting that allows people to raid you, but also you also have to be following each other. And the problem is a lot of accounts for channels are sometimes only like channel accounts. So like a lot of YouTubers, their account, they don't follow people because that's just their channel. Like, especially if like YouTube's a job, they don't follow people because like my YouTube account is my YouTube account. So when I'm watching YouTube, I'm logged into this account that I'm streaming on right now. So the thing is though, like if you spun up like say, you know, Modbot, for example, he has his streaming account. Well, he would have to follow everyone on that streaming account, the Modbot Army account. He would have to follow me on that account as well, so I could raid him. Because you know, he may be following me on his main account, and I'm following him, but on his streaming account, I don't know if his streaming account also follows me, or subscribed, or whatever it is. So, yeah, it's a clunkier interface than Twitch. Twitch, you just /raid whatever account, and off it goes. Whereas YouTube, you both have to be following each other. You both have to have it enabled. There's some other criteria as well. It's meant to make it safer to prevent what's called a hate raid, which I don't know if those things are still a thing. But yeah. You only have a motorcycle license. Jake, that's why Reliant came out with the Robin, okay? The Reliant Robin, we all know that vehicle. It's a prime example of British engineering. You only need a motorcycle license to drive that thing. Even I know that. Go rent a Reliant. Link my Twitch. Nero 3D. My Twitch is... That is not it. What you should all do is sub to or follow the Twitch account. Yes, it is Nero 3D because Canuck Creator is the YouTube channel. Nero 3D is just my online name that I use for everything online. Or technically it's Uber Nero, but I've kind of stopped using that and moved everything kind of over to Nero 3D. But yeah, the Twitch account is for side projects. So if you want to watch a stream of me working on the studio yesterday, so this is what you missed out on if you weren't following me on Twitch yesterday, was me. Oh, I gotta be subscribed. I gotta log in to get the better quality. But yeah, so we were working on the studio yesterday on Twitch. So basically, because the way YouTube works with the algorithm, I don't want to do random streams that are completely off topic for my normal content on YouTube, because YouTube punishes that shit, okay? YouTube punishes you if you go outside of your bounds, because your normal audience won't watch it, and if your normal audience don't watch it, it doesn't recommend it. It's just the way the algo works. Although, who knows what the algo is doing right now? It's having a freaking aneurysm, apparently. But anyways, long story short, the advantage Twitch has, it doesn't matter. Twitch, you could just go live and do whatever. So there's less of a pain point. And then the advantage is if all goes well on Twitch, I can take that VOD and edit that into a video to put on the YouTube. So that's kind of the idea. Because like I can't go live on this channel and then like, hey guys, we're gonna play Minecraft today. I mean, we did that once. But like, I can't just go live on here and start just streaming Minecraft. But I can do that on Twitch. Twitch is for side projects. That's the plan. So, follow me on Twitch. And if you got a Twitch Prime, if you link your Amazon account with your Twitch account, you get a free sub a month. And you can use that free sub on my Twitch account, link it with my Discord, and you get all the benefits of being a channel member for free. So. It's been a while since I've smelled like ABS melting. How hot is this chain? Ooh. Dude. That frame is hot. I don't know how accurate this is. Okay, according to this, the frame is 48 Celsius. Yeah, the frame is 48 Celsius. Like, it's hot. I don't have a I don't have a thermistor in the chamber though, unfortunately, so I can't get a chamber read. Do I get a cut of the free? Yep, I do. You got to use those Bezo bucks. What's the temp of the tool head board? It is currently T0 is 74. for the STM32. I don't know how close this is to the actual chamber temperature, but the tool head board is reading 75. So. The STM32 value is garbage. I figured. I'm surprised you don't have a thermistor on here. Or is that what the SoC is? The SoC is the actual, okay. So it's reading 57 in the tool head, or in the chamber. Okay. Yeah, so the SoC is so, okay, so this is just what the tool head board reads. So the tool head board is close to 60. The beacon coil 69. Nice. Yeah, that's one of the things, like that is one of the things I wish YouTube had. Like YouTube, imagine if YouTube rolled out, hey, if you get YouTube Premium, you get a free subscription a month to any YouTube channel you like. Because that's what they have with Twitch. With Twitch, you link your Amazon Prime account. With Twitch, you get a free sub a month. It'd be really nice if YouTube had equivalent. Also, I really wish they had, instead of like for the stupid goal that it bugs me to set every live stream, I wish I could set memberships instead of super chats. Because I much prefer when people gift memberships to others than super chat. Because if you gift a membership, somebody else gets to be a channel member for a month and gets all the benefits of that. And I get the same amount, I still get the same cut either way. Well, I'm okay with copying an idea in this way if it works. Like, if it works, it works. And if it benefits and it's, you know, it's better overall for the experience. I'm playing with the stupid little star thing we printed on stream on Saturday. Fidget toy. You can hear. Well, do you want me to turn noise canceling back on? What's the chamber temp? Almost 60, I think, right now. I don't actually have a dedicated chamber thermistor, so I can only go off of the tool head board readings, and the lowest temperature on the tool head board is, well, it's reached 59 out a bit, but it's, yeah, so it's almost 60 in the chamber. It can get hotter if I had the Nevermore thing in here. There's supposed to be fans circulating the air in the chamber, but I don't have it set up right now. So, yeah. It's about 6, so we're in the 50s. We're in the 50s Celsius for your chamber temperature, which is good enough for ABS. I mean, everything in here is either metal or ABS. Like, the only ABS parts in here are the Jupiter board mount and the, well, the bed mount, which is also ABS. So all the parts in here are ABS, luckily. Although I actually am a little worried about these, the bed brackets here being an ABS. If it starts to droop, we'll know. I can't remember if these parts I printed or if they came with the kit. You could scream while you learn Fusion and Cam so people can help. That's also one of the things we're going to be doing on maybe the Friday stream. Is I need to design, because I'm a totally original idea person, and I'm not stealing the idea from Alan, because he just set up a bunch of RGB LEDs in his studio, and I'm realizing, looking at my studio wall behind me in the basement downstairs, how boring it looks. I'm going to be putting stuff up, but I'm moving this light because it's in a bad spot because it's on camera. So this light is going to like move over here somewhere. So I need lighting in this corner. I'm thinking some RGB crown molding. I'm going to get fancy AF and design some RGB crown molding, I think. Because I have a strip of like RGB LEDs, and I can run them like around there, and then they can do all the little patterns, or just turn white or whatever for whatever I'm doing. So this machine isn't insulated, but Toasty Boy can get hotter than this. It has a smaller chamber volume, and it's actually set up for higher temps. So, in my own smoke machine. I mean, I got the Gundam in the background, and I got the helmets on the shelf. So, would you be able to covering parts with like silicone to prevent them from warping? I don't think would do anything, because it would still heat up. Like, the parts would still heat up. So, RGB hex. That's what I'm thinking of doing on one of these sides, because this area is kind of a dead zone. I can't really, like, stand. The problem is I took this picture with a fisheye lens, so it looks kind of distorted. But, like, this wall right here, I have some... what's it called? What are the freaking... You know, they got all the holes in it. You hook the little hooks in. I got a bunch of those panels. They're, like, beige though, so I might paint them red or something and put them in the background and hang stuff on them. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Or I could just do a giant hex wall or whatever, because like the same thing, I got the maple leaf here, so I can print something like this on the Venture and put it down there. Pegboards, that's what it is. So I could do something like, I got the maple leaf here, and I could do something similar down there. Actually, shoot, the maple leaf's cut off now. Now that I moved my desk and the camera's in a slightly different position, the maple leaf's cut off. I gotta drop this down like... Well, actually, no, this is gonna block it in a minute, because this is gonna live over there. Because this is just temporary. No, I'm not doing nano leaves. No, what I want to do, so I have RG... If you watched the Twitch stream yesterday, you would have seen, because I talked about it. But I have a strip of RGB LEDs, like addressable. Well, they're not addressable. They have like a little controller. I can change the patterns. But they're really bright. So what I want to do is print like a V, like... I mean, here. You know what? Watch this. Let me pull up frickin' Fusion and just start designing stuff. I can do that. It's like, wait a minute, I could just pull up Fusion and just start sketching. What is the clown car show of a... Oh! Yeah, like a not Oshkosh, what is it called? I know what you're talking about. Okay, so... Okay. So you got your wall, right? Okay. Okay, so you got your wall. There's your upper wall corner on a thing. So the idea is to basically kind of, this is totally hacky, but basically have actually, how long was that? Line. Okay, let's do 25, sure, whatever. So the goal would basically be like, have a part that sits in the corner like this, have the LEDs stuck against this. So one, you notch it out here so you can print it flat. So instead of it being like this when you print it, you can print it like this. So you have this notched off, okay? So you just have this, if this is a side profile. So this doesn't sit in the corner, because the corner, for anyone who's done a basement, anyone here who's finished their basement, or like me, inherited a basement that the previous owner of your house finished, the freaking basement corner where yeah, they shit at mudding. Okay? Like it's there's a reason I hid, you don't see it on camera, but there's a reason I ran a strip around the upstairs of the corner in here to hide how freaking uneven and wavy and goofy it looks. So anyways, the plan is basically have something like this, have the corner cleared so that you can print it with this on the bed. So it's all nice and even and it just comes out like that. And then I can stick the strip of LEDs to this surface so it's flat. And then the idea would be to have like, you know, hey, 1 second here. Oop. I am a total artiste. This is me just horribly sketching stuff so it doesn't make sense. Okay? So now you see that. The idea would be that I would have something that would slip in here, okay? That would be printed at like clear PETG. That's only like a millimeter thick, so it acts like a diffuser. And I can like draw a pattern on it, like hexes or grid lines or just some sort of like, I don't know, cyberpunky outline. And then it would, you know, the LEDs would be stuck here and it would shine through, right? So that's kind of the idea. And then I would just put like a hole every now and then to just drill it into the studs, or probably just into the drywall with like a little holder or whatever, the thing you put in the drywall so you can actually drill to it. And then also I would have like a couple holes here. So yes, it'll be stuck on, but I can also zip tie them on so that they don't fall off if the glue ever fails. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. So, and then just have it go boom, boom. And then it'd be all lit up and I could push buttons. I could turn it to white. I could turn it to whatever. It would just, yeah. So that's the idea. So we'll do this on, you know, maybe the Friday or the Saturday stream. Also, we got to design that go-kart as well. So. I am starving. And then obviously what I'll do is I'll design it so it's printable in sections, because I have the Venture XL. So I'll print like the main pieces at like 500 millimeters long. And then I'll print the infill, like the clear pieces at like 250. Or I'll design it in chunks of 250 so that you can print it on pretty much every printer, or 245. Like I'll pick a nominal size that most printers have. So if you want to print one yourself, you can. And then just put end caps. So can you do it? Oh yeah, 50 grams of filament. Speaking of, if you got 50 grams of filament, enter the community contest on the Discord. Join the Discord, check the community contest page. We're doing a contest this month. Print stuff with 50 grams of filament and you can win. It's easy. Then again, the less people that enter, the bigger the chance of winning. And right now, there's only a couple. So if you enter now, you might have a better chance. Did you try Mellow product? Mellow product tried, yes. Which one? Start something on your Discord where we can stash product and vote on them. We can do that. I do want to also set up, like, share your projects and we'll go through it kind of thing. Like, we might do that. Like, I might do it like as either a mid-month thing or like I'll put a channel in the Discord, share your project, everyone share their project for the month, and then we'll go through it on stream kind of thing. So what are you working on right now? So that is something I'm going to set up as well. Maybe we'll do that next week. So I'll announce it on Tuesday, and then we'll go through it on the Friday or something, or the next Tuesday or something. Or we might do it on Twitch. I might do it on the Twitch, and then I'll edit it into a video or something. Like, that's the thing. The goal is to use the Twitch channel as stuff that wouldn't fit on this channel, and also stuff because I have more fun live. I would much rather be live and talk about something than record a video about it. But the problem is videos are what grow the channel. So I have to, like, tomorrow's video is me talking about, you know, my thoughts on all the Prusa printers I've used over the past little bit, and like not a review, but like a long-term thoughts and opinions on them. And I hate recording to myself. I hate it. I'd rather just sit here and yap with a bunch of people on Twitch or YouTube in a live stream. But it is what it is. The newest haunted. Oh, I seen that at TCT Asia in Shanghai. I saw that back in March. And Revo has it as well. Revo Peasy. Easy peasy. Or PZ. Is it Peasy or PZ? I gotta go through this toolbox and see what I have. That's where that HDMI cable went. Okay, I gotta keep this guy. That's where the GoPro mount went. That's where that went. Dude, I have been looking for my stupid GoPro HDMI adapter forever. And it was just sitting in a drawer back here. I don't know why I couldn't find it. And my really crappy 3D printed GoPro mount. Wow, that's a crappy GoPro mount. Oh well, if it works, it works. Pretend I'm talking to Papa Joe. He does have a kid, so technically he is Papa Joe. Do I usually print an ABS this fast? It depends on the printer, and this one we're testing fast, so. Normally, I'll be honest, most of the times I just use whatever the stock profiles are for most of my printers. Like a couple printers, I have fun-tuned profiles, but the majority of my printers, I just print with stock settings. I'm just like, it works. It's good. Drawers are where things go to die. Yep. Look at it go. What time is it anyways? Oh shoot, we got half an hour left in the stream. Don't forget, enter for your chance to win some Polymaker Filament. We're gonna be doing the draw at the end of stream. I'm probably gonna do the draw at 4:50 so I can end right at 5 because I gotta make dinner for the family. So we're gonna do the draw at the end of stream, so 4:50. So enter for your chance. Do that now. While you're down there, don't forget to like the smash button, ring the bell, subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you wanna go shopping, check out the affiliate links. Don't cost you anything extra, go a long way in supporting the channel. Some of them like Gamer Subs or Gloop. Use code Canuck, save some money. And if you want to help support the channel, content I create, and the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, Patreon supporter, or if you're really cool, gifting memberships to others. That way other people can hang out when we do cool members only stuff. So lots of stringing. Yeah, I think it has gap fill enabled, so it's filling in all those little gaps. And the problem is with like a hot-end like the Chube here, it's got a big honkin' melt zone. So it's gonna be a little stringy. It is what it is. It is what it is. Most of the time, if you're running a hot end like this, you have a big fat nozzle in it and you're just like laying down plastic, so. You know what really sucks? The other day I went to the freezer because I thought we had some ice cream sandwiches left. And I was all excited to have one, and we didn't have any left. Yeah. Nothing is more disappointing than thinking you have something and you don't. It's like, ah, son of a. Look at it go. Yeah, it is a little on the stringy side, but I'll be honest. You just hit it with a heat gun. You just hit it with a heat gun for a minute and the stringies go away. So, not that bad of a deal. Also, where are my camera people at? I got a question for my camera people. What camera? I only have one of these. The other one I'm getting hopefully tomorrow because I'm trading a printer for it. What camera do you think would be a better main cam for the downstairs room? A Sony A5100? Or a Canon, or what is it, a Canon M200? I'm thinking the Canon. Because it's newer, it's like 5 years newer. So I'm thinking the Canon would have a better. I mean, I could just try them both and see whatever one's better and use that. So that's what we'll probably end up doing anyways. Up to date. I'm not either, and most of my cameras, like the funny thing is I use Sony cameras, they all pretty much have the same sensor. I have an A5100, an A6300, and an A6400. They all pretty much have the same sensor, an APS-C sensor, a 24 megapixel APS-C sensor. They have different lenses, but they're all the same sensor. The M200 has clean output. The M200 has clean output. Ordered a dummy battery for it and everything, so it should be all set up. So if that does come in, we might do a stream on Twitch tomorrow where we set that all up and play around with that. So that might be tomorrow's stream. We'll see. They also got to figure out how to ceiling mount a camera and run cables. Well, Tony, I'm getting it used. I'm trading a printer for it from somebody local. There's somebody who watches the channel is like, hey, you needed a camera, right? And I'm like, here, we'll give you a printer for this camera. So, like, I'm not buying it new. Like, if I was buying new, I would get another Sony camera, because with Sony cameras, all my other cameras are Sonys. So I already have dummy batteries, I already have regular batteries, I already have adapters and mounts and lenses. Whereas this is like camera with kit lens. There you go. I'm like, okay. I mean, it's the A5100 is from like 2014, and that was the main camera I was using on the stream yesterday. So, and it's a little fuzzy at that thing, but yeah, barter through. Dude, I got to get rid of printers. I got to put it up in the Discord. I got to put a channel in the Discord Or actually, I think I have a hot deals channel anyways. I got to get rid of printers. I got to get rid of some printers. I got one of those. What's the FL Sun that's enclosed that I did the mods on? Oh, wait, shit, there's filament in here. You're telling me I've had a spool of filament in this printer for like a year not being used? What are you? What are you? Oh, shit. Lipstick red PLA. Shit. Okay. Tells you how often I use this printer. Which is, I don't. Yeah, it's the FL Sun, the big one that's enclosed and is heavy. I gotta get rid of it. I gotta get rid of it. Well, because the problem is I have it and my air compressor down here, and I don't really use the air compressor that often. I want to move the air compressor to the other side, which makes more sense on the other side. And I want to put filament storage in here as well. So, yeah, it's the S1. I think it's the S1. It's the base S1. 3D printers. Yeah, it's just a regular S1, not the S1 Pro. So how much is this new? I don't even think you can buy it new. Good God, that website sucks. 5,000? Jeez. They charge 5,000 for this thing? It's not worth 5,000. It don't print that good. And the frickin', I had to flip the thingam around. Is it the loud one? It's loud, but I flipped the, I drilled a hole in the top and I flipped the blower around, so instead of taking air from outside, it takes air from inside. So. How much is the S1 Pro? Now granted, these prices are, okay, this can't be right then. This can't, oh, 5 printers. Because of course you look at 5, 1 printer. Okay, this makes a bit more sense. That makes a bit more sense. They're like, how many printers can we put you down for? 5? 5, okay. Oops, somebody's at the door, 1 second. Wife got something. I got like 6 Amazon orders I'm waiting on right now. It sucks. It's like I'm trying to be a little bit more budget conscious with the channel, with the remodel, because I have a really bad habit of buying stuff for the channel that I don't use. So I've been very I've been trying to be a lot more careful with what I buy for the channel. Like I got a Zoom H4n Pro. I've used it twice. I bought it when I started recording live events, and then I ended up, everything went down to the Osmo Pocket. So I bought a bunch of stuff that I don't use for the channel over the years. So I'm like, I need to hold off buying stuff and actually think about it before I buy stuff for the channel. And then it's like I'm doing the studio downstairs and I order 6 things and it's like $250. And it's like, budget. Check out the toy maker. X78. What is the toy maker RX78? Instagram. Oh, shit. 35 centimeters. It's a, oh man, I hate Instagram. That's cool. That's cool. It looks a little stocky. But it's hard to say, like, I freaking hate Instagram. Like, I can't make it full, no, I just want to see it full size. Make it full screen. I can't even open image as new. Fucking Instagram sucks. Yeah, and then when you do find it, it's like a... I hate Instagram. Kizaria gifted $4.99. Cheers and appreciated. Of course, people buy printers in multi-packs. Of course! Of course! Yeah, let me go. Toy maker. Okay, so here's the thing. How much should I sell this for? I need to sell this. If you're in Southern Ontario in the Windsor area and you want one of these that's been sitting on the ground collecting dust for like a year, that maybe has like 40 hours of print time on it and is pretty much bone stock from release except for the fact that I flipped the CPAP around, reach out to me on the Discord and make an offer. If I am not delivering it far. Okay, what was it? Toy maker 3D. Let's go to his site. Product update. So this is his site. Oh, there it is. Okay. Open image in new tab. Okay, so that's that one. So here is the question for you guys. So that's the toy maker one. Because here's the thing. I found out that he was designing this pretty much just after I started printing the parts for my Gundam. Okay? So this is the toy maker one. So this is 35 centimeters tall. Here's my unfinished one. Now I used a different set of files. So which one do you think design-wise you like more? So this one's mine. There's more detail on mine. I think this one is a little bit closer to this, like, and then for reference, here's the actual, you know, the actual high grade RX 78. So this one, it looks a little fat. Yeah, this one looks more like the original anime. Yeah. They're all cool anyways. They all look cool. And this one, this will be next week's video, by the way. It's almost done. That's next week's video. I gotta finish it already because I gotta put it together in the background of the set. Well, do you know what the cool thing about mine is, John? It's fully posable. I can pose mine. Mine, that one, it's just sitting there like this because it's literally, I haven't finished the support yet. So it's literally just sitting there like that. Like it's just weight of gravity because it weighs 100 pounds. Do I need to add armor to the legs? There's a few pieces missing in the legs. That picture that I shared is like 80% complete. It's missing the backpack, it's missing some leg armor, and it's not standing right. Although posing it's a little hard because I don't want it to take up too much room. Like I would love it to be like in an actual like pose, right? Or even like the one arm, you know, last shot pose. But the problem is I don't have room for that where it's in the room. So it'll probably just be sitting there like this. Or I can have it T-pose to assert dominance. Does it get a beam rate? As of now, I don't have anything printed. The files that I bought only came with the Gundam itself. I can get the files to print a beam rifle, or it has the sword. Like it has the beam saber. They're in the backpack, and they do come out. But I'm probably just gonna have it sitting there in an inert pose, because like it takes up so much room already as is, and I'm bringing it to 3D Printopia. So I'm not gonna be bringing anything that's pew-pew shaped across the border. But I might do the shield at some point. I might do the shield for it at some point. But the shield's 4.5 feet tall. I think, or actually it might be bigger. I gotta check the scaling on it. Okay, hey, another part done. So let's see here, Are we done? Are we done? Are we done here? Okay, let's see. We got 1 bag, 2 bags, 3, 4. Okay, perfect. This is the last part of stealth changer parts for the front. So I've got, so now I got to print the non-accent parts for the ant head, tool head for the stealth changer. Sweet. Gotta get that going. Who is? Can you just, I'm one solid cube with the current state of shenanigans going on down south. I ain't playing around. I ain't playing around with that. I can put it in that. So the problem, John, is posing it when it weighs, when each arm weighs 12 pounds. The problem is, like, I do have movement in all the joints, so it can move. Like, it can move. It actually has surprising movement. It can sit down. The problem is it weighs so much that, like, it just kind of does that. So. Talking about shenanigans, has anyone in the US bought Filament from Sparta 3D? I don't know. I haven't. I've used their Filament in the past and it's pretty good. Yeah, because here, let me show you the backpack. Yeah, because here's the backpack. So the backpack has the beam sabers in it. So this is the backpack. And this will be at the Prusa booth, by the way, for those wondering. So if you're going to 3D Printopia, it will be at the Prusa booth. What are we at? What are we at? We got 3 minutes until we're doing the giveaway, just a heads up. So we got the giveaway in 3 minutes. So if you haven't entered for your chance to win some Polymaker Filament, link in the video description. Enter for your chance. Do this now. Do this now. Got here late. Audio seems noisier. I have noise canceling off because some people wanted to hear the printer playing the sound of its people because it's making it's a Venture XL. It's got, or not a Venture XL. It's a Seaboard Trident, so it's quad XY. So it's got 4 motors for XY. It's chooching at a pretty good clip, and we got the Chube ultra high flow hot end installed. So it's, although the profile or the slicing profile that I'm using right now doesn't really take advantage of the speed. It's set to max out at 50 millimeters cubed a second. The problem is it keeps doing all these stupid little gap fills that are slowing it down. So, could you do lock line tube for an armature that holds position on a Gundam? Probably, but you would have to have it designed in. I mean, like I could have a rig, like how they do dinosaur bones, like real dinosaur bones, where like it's an exoskeleton that holds it all in place, but then you see it, right? So. Here, since we're getting to the end of stream, I will. We're gonna do the giveaway. Let me turn the filter back on before I forget, since you mentioned it. So now we have noise canceling back enabled. So you got 1 minute left to enter for your chance to win some Polymaker Filament. We're gonna be doing that draw in a minute. And if you haven't seen it yet, he's a cat. He's a lucky cat. This is the very first thing I've ever 3D printed, by the way. This was like October or November of 2017, printed on a Monoprice Select Mini. I still have this guy. It's my lucky cat. Yeah, normally I just run a basic low pass noise cancellation just to cut down on the noise. This thing is off-putting heat like crazy though. When I came out here, the garage was 25 Celsius. It's now 30. This thing is like dumping heat. Yeah, the frame is oh god. The frame is 53 Celsius. The frame is 53 Celsius. And it's not even properly sealed. Like there's gaps in it, and I got no air circulation other than the part cooling fans. Yeah, it's not even insulated. Okay. Let's do this giveaway. Let's do this giveaway. Published. No accepting responses. Saved. To sheet. Create. Go. So many people have never played Final Fantasy. Wow. Okay. Names. A, delete, Control V, file. Okay, marbles. Does the Seaboard CNC Trident kit not come with any LED strips for enclosure? It may have, and I may have thrown them in a box somewhere. I usually don't worry too much because most of my printers have like, they have a clear top panel and then I just have overhead lighting. So. Okay. What is holy cow? Okay, whatever. Race. Let's add our peoples. Oop, nope. Cancel. Clear. Open. Names. Yep. So 252 people. Random. Bots. Play. Which button makes it faster? All models. Chrono trigger. I'll allow it. Okay, so how this works, if you win, you get a spool of filament from Polymaker, but if I pick your ball and you win, you are the luckiest ball in the world, because along with your spool of Polymaker filament, you right here, this person right here, you get a free hat, IFCO. IFCO, if you win, you get a free hat along with your spool of filament. Good luck. Exclamation mark, gullible. makes your ball go faster. Exclamation mark zoom zoom make everyone else ball go slower. And if you like the smash button, ring the bell, and are subscribed to the channel, it actually greases your ball up and makes it go even faster. And if you're a channel member, it actually quadruples your chance of winning. Unfortunately, it also quadruples everyone else's chance of winning as well. So. What should I make for dinner? What should I make for dinner? I made katsu pork yesterday, which is basically just schnitzel, but with rice or actually I made it with rice instead of. Fish tacos. I don't have any fish. And honestly, I'm not even a fan of fish tacos to begin with. Going DH, you lost it. You had it. Now Gunther. Go Gunther. You have this Gunther. Spaghetti. Security alert. Uh-oh. Why do I have a security alert? Why do I have a Google security alert? Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. That was me. That was me. Hi, I'm reaching out from Mix, a financial hub trusted by 3,000 creators. Since you are also building for creators. Ooh, somebody won. Who was that? Chuck! Chuck won! Congratulations, Chuck, you won. Yeah, no, MLMs. Yeah, I love when I get reached out by an MLM from like freaking what is with a WhatsApp and yeah, no, F off. F off. Congratulations, Chuck. Chuck Eckert. Congratulations. Cream of botulism soup does not sound tasty. But congratulations, Chuck. You have won yourself a spool of filament from Polymaker. So congratulations. Finally saw your name. Yeah, honestly, I don't know what's going on. I'm assuming it has to do with like how easy it is to program bots with LLMs and freaking ChatGPT and shit. But the amount of spam emails that all content creators are getting so many damn spam emails lately from like companies offering to like just random bullshit. It's like we're using AI to help increase workflows and productivity, and we love your channel. Totally give us control of your channel, and we'll give you $5 a month. It's like, what? Like it's insane the amount of just bullshit that we get now. It's so annoying. Okay, I'm just sending off the email here. Price, there we go. Okay. Waiting on the inbox. Waiting on my email to show up so I can send the person their price. There we go. Send. Yeah, it's like, what is this even like? Mix helps creators reach YouTube earnings in advance, convert to local currencies, and receive payments quickly and securely with no delays or high fees. They want to payday loan my YouTube account. It's payday loan for YouTubers. Okay, Vadim Shugalabi, I'm sure you're a real person too. If you'd like to wrap this up, this email symphony, just say so. I'm going to report spam and block. It's insane how like crappy all this shit gets. Okay, we're good there. Okay, so we're gonna call it there. I'll post pictures of this on the Discord and whatnot when the print finishes. So This is the last official Chube stream. The Seaboard Trident is done now. I'm going to put it on the shelf behind me because I think it looks really good. It's going to go on the shelf behind me, and that's where it's going to live. And we are going to use this printer now once I get profiles that actually print good. So we are done with this printer finally, hopefully. So that's one thing on the chopping block done. The next thing might be Jabberwocky. I got to print parts for a Jabberwocky because I have a Jabberwocky kit here. We're going to put that in that V2 there because we're printing stuff for Stealth Changer, and we won't be building Stealth Changer until after 3D Printopia because I'm going to be getting some stuff at 3D Printopia for it, apparently. So there's that. And then, yeah. What nozzle am I running? Whatever one Luke put in the box, I'm hoping it's a 0.4. I think it's a 0.4. You sent me a 0.4, right, Luke? Also, I got to redo the tuning for this as well, I think. Because if I remember correctly, I don't even know what... I think we got the wrong heater called out in here as well. I still have tuning to do, but the printer's done. I can put it on the shelf. Anyways, we're going to call it there. We're going to call it there. I need to make dinner for the family. So shout out to Luke from Luke's Lab for sending all the hardware that we use to this. If you want to check out Luke's Lab, I have a link in the description for it. It's not an affiliate link, just a regular link. Shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament we gave away this stream and every stream. That one is an affiliate link. Links for them and more in the description below. Some of them, like the Gamer Subs, use code Canuck, save some money. And for those that donate to the channel, gift memberships to others, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. Would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. You make it all possible. Calling it there. Video on the channel tomorrow, hopefully, if not Thursday, and then there'll be a stream on Twitch either today, tomorrow, or Thursday as well. Enjoy the rest of your week. Be safe out there. Wash your hands, and I will see you in the future. Good night.